That's beautiful. That's beautiful. My question is though, is how long have we been talking about it? I mean, having evil practitioners exposed as energy vampires, as blessing blockers, as whatever, because I mean, that's the energy that is in the cards, is a group, gaggle, hive, a herd of manipulative energy vampires targeting small businesses because they see something good. Cool. Thank you for advertising for free. Using voodoo and whatever. I mean, that's the energy that has been in the cards for months. Great. So, why wasn't it shut down earlier? Why did so many people have to lose their homes? And it's a beautiful thing. I was listening to my coffee chat this morning. I like coffee chat. If you know what coffee chat is, if you know, you know. However, he was talking about the American dream being destroyed because these corporations are coming in and building lots of homes, but they build the homes for renters because Americans cannot qualify. They can't qualify to own a home because of these energy manipulators, and it's what it is. It's an absolute scam. I mean, for Elon Musk to come out. Now, let's go back to my last video talking about lizard people. You got people left and right talking about Elon. He appeared out of nowhere like a glitch in the Matrix. That's what it is. The dude sleeps with the scepter of power beside his bed. He who understands the principle of vibration holds the scepter of power. So it is. Talk about him being an alien. That's the problem with the INFJ. Okay, so and I want to stick on this because that is the underdog. That they're typically misunderstood because they use words that have meanings others don't understand. Personality Hacker Podcast can tell you that, and it can tell you a lot about yourself. It doesn't matter what four letters you are. It's nice to be a four-letter word other than fuck. Oh fuck, I'm a fuck. Oh man, I'm the shit. I'm a four-letter word. I'm the shit. No, no, no. There's 16 different combinations that you can take. Introverted, extroverted, sensing or intuitive, thinking or feeling, or perceiving and judging. Those 2, 4, 6, 8 break down 16 different ways. There's 16 different types of personality on the planet. Is it an accurate test? Well, yeah, if they want to place you for personality conflict reduction, it's a placement test. If you want to empower yourself, it's an empowerment journey through ascension. That's what it is. Now, the INFJ has the uncanny ability to mimic the other 15 personality types. That's why they're called the mirror, because they can mirror the other 15 types. Utilizing technology we didn't know we had. I just put Aesop Rockin' on Facebook. Dog at the door. Utilizing some technology I didn't know we had. Anyway, the brain. If you don't know you got a brain, chances are you're not going to be able to utilize it. It mimics technology. This is a crane. This is a bulldozer. Engineering mimics muscle movement. Technology mimics the brain. Okay. Dog at someone's door. Anyway. So bringing people together to discover their strengths and their weaknesses, that's coming into the light. Light equals information. And when you have multiple readers on the planet, some took bribe, and that's the funniest shit, because I can spot it. You can tell that they took a bribe because the energy is interchangeable. So they'll do what they were paid to do, but then they come back. My question is, does that not split the timelines into a convoluted universe? Because the convoluted universe by Dolores Cannon states, if you and I decide to go for a walk to the store, we take our energy, we make a higher consciousness, a God consciousness, a super consciousness, a Christ consciousness, a creator consciousness. It doesn't care what you call it. We make a decision with the Most High to go to the store, to buy a bottle of water, to buy a coffee cup. And halfway there, I make the conscious decision to go against my God-given direction to go to that store. I change my mind and I turn around and I go back. Okay, at that time, God makes no mistakes. Energy cannot be destroyed, only transferred. Dolores Cannon's concept on the convoluted universe is in an alternate reality, a timeline split. That energy, a fragment of your soul, whatever you want to call it, keeps going. You still go to the store with that individual. You're there in spirit. You're still with them in spirit. That person, you're still on their mind. Hey, you know what? I got to go back. But the whole time they're still going to the store, they're like, oh man, I wish Scott had still been here with me. I wish me and Scott were still doing this. I'm having to go to the store by myself, but I'm thinking about Scott. So I'm holding that energy with me as we go. That's a convoluted universe. That's a fun book. Dolores' Convoluted Universe series, that shit will bend your brain into a pretzel. What is the difficult part about giving a book like that to an INFJ? INFJ self-talk. An INFJ will read one of Dolores Cannon's books and feel like they're talking to themselves because of their spiritual connection with their higher self, with the light that I was just talking about in the other video. Scott Morgan, licensed MBTI counselor, can explain very well how INFJs protect themselves with the shield. Okay, great. That carries over into a Pleiadian Master's light Merkaba. It's energy. It doesn't care what you call it. Energy is energy, positive or negative. Having these individuals trying to drain Pisces light using moon magic is what these practitioners is what these tarot readers are talking about today. Cool. I said that months ago. So what is the difference between INFJ that is 10 steps ahead saying they were using moon magic to harvest? I said that shit a year ago. Let me recant what the fuck I just said. I said that a year ago on this channel, that they were using the cycles of the moon to harvest Pisces spiritual energy. The fact that it is Pisces practitioners doing it in a group. Oh, let's get our hoods on and go out into the woods. Send me the power, I beg of you. Some Chucky shit. Oh, all I do is Zimbella, Umbawe. It's one of my favorite jokes. I can't remember who did. I think it was one of the stand-up comics. Can't remember who it was. Anyway, but the stand-up comics joke was, I think it was, what's his name? Morgan? I can't remember. Anyway, I think that's why it popped into my head, because I can't remember. Anyway, he said, he lived in an apartment complex and Jehovah's Witnesses were going door to door. He said, he could see them coming. So he went and got some flour and drew a circle in the middle of the floor. went and got a frozen chicken, sat in the middle of the circle. When they got to the door, he was standing there naked going, shaka, 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 shaka. Anyway, that's one of my favorite jokes. If you know who the comedian is that told that joke, give him some credit in my comments. I want to go watch that shit again. It was funny. Anyway, where was I at? Yes, dark practitioners. So you've got these thank you for the beautiful 5-star reviews. Let me get that shit out of the way, because we've been dealing with dark practitioners attacking Pisces Earth Angel business for how fucking long now? Everything they tried has failed. Okay, great. Well, when the truth comes out, number one, we want to find where is that Pisces Earth Angel with a 5-star business that they were attacking. That's what it is. What is the sad part to all of that? You got practitioners talking about how there were unalives involved. People passed away in this situation due to dark practitioners using voodoo, the opposite of what my school would be presenting. My school would be presenting how to make your own Reiki teddy bear for surrogate Reiki sessions. My school would be providing QHHT. The only problem with QHHT is Dolores Cannon, to this day, from the grave, is the only teacher in 117 countries of QHHT. So to be able to tie you into that, it's an affiliate situation. But we're not going forward with any of this shit until we get the energy vampires out of the way, till we get the group collaborations of people that unalive business owners to steal their intellectual property, because that's what all this boils down to. And that's what these readers are saying. They've done it over and over and over again. They see somebody come in with a good idea and go, oh man, here's somebody smart. Here is a Nikola Tesla. So we're going to swoop in and we're going to set fire to Nikola Tesla's office. We're going to burn his lab up, and then we're going to charge you an electric bill, because Tesla's lab would have led to free energy, no electric bill for you. But no. That's too good for you. That's too good for you. We can't have Nikola Tesla providing free energy. So we have to burn his lab down, and we have to side with, was it Edison or Franklin? One of them, one of those idiots burns a elephant. You know, that's why you had an electric chair, because that is how they demonstrated the power of electricity. They took was it Barnum and Bailey? They took an elephant from the circus. Hey, you know what? We need that elephant that you guys are going to do away with, and we're going to roast it. We're going to roast it. Do your research, study your history. They roasted an elephant in front of the townspeople. Oh, that's amazing. Let me sign right up for a light bill. Yes. I absolutely need to pay you monthly for that amazing shit that fried an elephant before my eyes. Absolutely. I have to pay you monthly because of that badass experience of watching an elephant get roasted in the middle of the... People were sick back then. That's what it is. They like shock value. They were willing to pay anything over shock value. Got multiple practitioners talking about that energy backfiring off of the sun. The reader yesterday said it was black magic cast on to the low side. Cool. That's got celebrities involved from what they're talking about. That's got the music industry involved for what they're talking about. That's got them harvesting energy off of the sun since birth. And it's what it is. Whether it's true or not, it makes sense. They say that when you're born and they go ahead and bond you with a birth certificate, they certify you as an entity in the American corporation, not the American whatever it fucking used to be. Since what? So didn't they say that Abraham Lincoln was our last real president because it switched over American to a corporation? They started bonding the people. Abraham Lincoln was an INFJ, by the way. So Abraham Lincoln, Mahatma Gandhi, engine. Nelson Mandela. That was an INFJ that had a nifty bending reality effect for you guys. So, I mean, there's nothing new under the sun. We're not doing anything shifting your reality that hasn't been done before. The point is, when all that truth comes out, that was the whole thing, was trying to leave a practitioner holding the bag for their evil deeds so that they could swoop in and take those beautiful 5-star reviews and all of the hard work that individual had done. And that's what it is. You can't tell me. Readers already said it. Readers picked up that that they're targeting areas for a land grab, weather manipulation, whatever. Taking out the people there so that they can do this land grab, because they're land energy vampires. Land, that's energy. So they're the kind of energy vampires that want to suck up all the land. Y'all talked about them doing life insurance policy scams, all kinds of weird shit. Okay, whatever. Using metaphysical means so that there is no physical evidence afterward is what they did not get away with. They thought they cleaned up the scene. They failed miserably. And it's all going. Why do we have a lock and a stop on being able to go forward? Because people on your fantasy island list with children are the ones in charge. It's more important for them to get their way inside your kids, sucking up your land, paying off the judges, lobbyists, all that shit. They're the ones in control. That's what that conspiracy, lizard conspiracy. On my community page, 1717 on the clock, that lizard conspiracy documentary, that is what it's talking about these reptilians ruling the world. Okay, cool. So back to Smashing Pumpkins. If Smashing Pumpkins, Billy Corgan, is a Pisces and he saw a shapeshifter, if I'm a Pisces, and I fucking dated one, I dated the redhead green-eyed monster that's in all of your cards. I don't fucking judge. I don't care. I don't care what people do. Doesn't bother me any. Right? You tell me someone has 4 months to live, I want to prove you wrong. I have to heal every day from death. So I want to hear that shit. If I can fucking recover from it, what is the problem? Every time I go and get a checkup, I've got something new from their fucking magic these readers talk about. And then I use Dr. Joe Dispenza techniques, my own Reiki techniques, meditation techniques, and I heal from what readers are talking about as magic, induced voodoo, attacking the nervous system, whatever. And then I go back, and it's what it is. You're talking about, I would assume all of this has been going on since my oil field accident. That's what they're fucking trying to tap into. They're trying to tap into shit that I died for. Accidents that I had of an unexplainable magical nature. And now you've got all these readers talking about groups, gaggles, hives, herds, large groups. That's why I stay by my fucking self. I don't want to be tied in with groups, gaggles, hives, herds, covens of energy, vampires. So, hell no, I'm calling my energy back. It's my energy. Reiki can only be used for positive healing purposes. So, if you use, that's what the whole class is about that I teach. If you use your ability for negative purposes, you lose your ability. And now you have readers that are talking about how people are bound. I'm still glowing, so it's what it is. I still have energy coming back to me in waterfalls from cord cutting, calling my energy back. I pump it right into the ground. They talk about a crystalline grid worker. Okay. Where the fuck is that energy going to go? I do the INFJ shield, call my energy back, let the positive energy. The 12D shield building technique. See a star in your mind's eye. Balance each chakra. I use the light orb of Olay. I see a light orb come in. I activate it. I ask it to balance, cleanse, and clear all of my chakras. Once it gets down to the ground, I drop a cord and I pull that ball back up from the center of the earth and I run it around me like an atom. You ever seen an atom? It's got all that shit going around. Yeah. I just sit there and smooth out my INFJ shield. I just let that ball go on my Jose Silva mind control screen. I just sit there and control that ball and smooth it out. The cord cutting technique that Eric Pepin teaches. He talks about sitting down in the meditation and, you know, seeing a sword in your hands. And I asked Archangel Michael to do it. I would rather have angels guide my shit. The angels of death, they put an end to those cords on me. They put an end to it. And it's an Archangel Michael cord cutting meditation. So that's what it is. Anyway, so, and then you program your shield. I do not allow any negative energy to come through my INFJ shield. I'm open to positive energetic experiences, and I block out all negative energies, returning to others what belongs to them. And now you've got natural disasters happening named after people I fucking know. Why? Well, it sounds like they keep projecting energy. The readers, the energy readers, say that they're traveling around from country to country, paying practitioners to target an individual. So best not be me. I mean, when you hear a reader say Pisces, you're going to be shocked at how many people were involved. No, I'm fucking not. I worked for 7 years, 6 days a week, Sundays off only, to be able to take care of my personal life, talking to 400 people a day at least. That was the goal. Fuck with 400 people a day. Pisces, you'll be surprised at how many people are involved. What, 400 people a day times 6 days a week for 7 years? Nothing surprises me. I've seen fucking everything you can think of. Or tried to. If I haven't seen it, I certainly want to. Anyway. Says, yeah, it's going to be shocking. That's why we have been, and I just put a beautiful post, I screenshotted it, threw it on my Facebook. She specifically said, focus on your ascension. The people that would be with you already would be or have. Okay, great. That's what it is. Everybody around me is high as fuck. That's what it is. You want to destroy your life, get sober. The INFJ know lots of people. A lot of people think they know the INFJ chameleon. However, they generally have to keep their circles small and end up by themselves. Diamond friend, he's great. That's what it is. I know no stranger. I go my coffee shop. Yeah, I know the entire staff. Doesn't matter where I fucking go. Told this story before. You always get that jerk that you allow into the home, you know, and then, you know, you'll get out, you'll go somewhere. Remember, I was dating this girl, and, you know, sleazy guy stuff. He says, what are you dating Scott for? Like he's going to move into my house. Like he's going to hit on her and end up moving into my house while I'm at the store. Yeah, they guys think like that. However, there was a young lady hanging out too. She said, "Why am I dating Scott?" Let me tell you why I'm dating Scott. Scott is like going to the 4D IMAX theater, getting in for free because he knows the manager, getting free popcorn and shit because he's done them a favor at one point in time, going in and seeing every movie in the theater for free, getting front row seats like you're living the movie in 4D. Sometimes it's cops and robbers, sometimes it's a love scene, sometimes there's brief drama. brief drug use with gratuitous sex scenes. I went on a date one time and it hasn't ended yet. Right. So, fucking, and then you've got every reader talking about how starseeds' lives play out like movies. Okay, what does that tell me? That tells me that that human is experiencing with their own two eyes what those readers are talking about with star seeds, because they have tapped into our Akashic records. They're doing dark energy manipulation. They're harvesting energy off of the sun, and they would rather get rid of their source, their power supply of creativity, Christ consciousness, higher consciousness, super consciousness. Doesn't give a fuck what you call it. But that's a Pisces. Just because it's a Pisces sun, Leo rising, Saturn, Gemini moon, from the sun, the star, to the moon, makes no difference. They were attacking Pisces. You can't, and please prove me wrong. You really won't be able to convince me, because that's the energy that's in the cards. They're attacking Pisces, siphoning Pisces spiritual energy, because Pisces has spiritual protection, because Pisces has lived more signs on the zodiac than the others. It's like attacking a fucking senior for their diploma. It's the easiest way I can break that down. It's like attacking a senior, like a bunch of freshmen, a little coven of freshmen getting together and trying to tack their karma onto a Pisces, because Pisces is walking the stage. That's the best analogy I can give. And Pisces are involved. They got in with some of the seniors. Some of the shady, dark seniors came in and said, "Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and let fucking all of you walk the stage on Pisces 1 diploma." The fuck is wrong with these people? Which would be my business. We have graduated to a 5-star business. Oh God, we got to stop that. Oh, no. We want everything that comes along with that, but we don't want to have to deal with the guy that built it. No. That's like fucking getting rid of the guy that built all the McDonald's so you can have the McDonald's franchise. That's like, okay, you know what? We're going to go over here and we're going to that's like going into a country and taking out their leaders so you can have their country. Not to say they don't do it. Look around. Look how history has fooled us before. What's the difference this time? God. These are godless individuals with no connection to spirituality. They're hating on your spiritual gifts. They don't want the truth coming out. They're in regret because they're fucking caught. Not because of what they were doing, but because they got caught. That's what it is. And then we find this information that has been hidden from you and present it. And oh God, look at the domino effect that happens from that. He's found another piece of information that cracks a conspiracy wide open. Oh no, well hell, if you go to Serve Angel Servants Ministry, they tell you about the INFJ that unmasks the narcissist and blows the lid off their whole operation. That's who I learned from. I went and watched that information and I absorbed it. I absorbed that, how to unmask the narcissist who has an image. They have an image to uphold. Okay, great. So if a narcissist's main thing is their image, cool. The less I exist, the more you do. Right? If I know that they hide behind a title that is better than everyone else, a Reiki master doesn't make you any more enlightened than anyone else. It just means you have more experience and have put more time, effort, and practice into whatever you're doing. Okay, great. So we're going to take Upshotscott, because I know that that's going to be a narcissist magnet. If you're teaching empaths how to utilize their spiritual abilities, you want to unmask these jokers. Attract the demons. Don't chase them. Attract the demons so you can get them the fuck out of the way as a safety precaution before you guys start tapping into your ability. Look what they're doing. They're harvesting your spiritual energy. They want to steal your gifts because they don't have a connection to the Most High. They're using necromancy and shit, eating people. What the fuck? right? And then you have in that documentary talking about, oh, blood is the essence of the life. That's necromancy. That is a form of necromancy that if I want to get answers out of you, I will take you down in a QHHT session and let you talk to yourself, let you talk to your own higher self. That's what it is. And me, I don't care what practitioner you go to, that shit has to be done in person. But I can't have them trying to destroy my business so that I can't help other people. How the fuck did they ever think that was going to work? And it's what it is. And at this point, I just really don't care. You can't help these people. It's just what it is. You can't help them. Fucking the other people don't want to help. Everybody is so crushed and in misery that they're getting together in hives, gaggles, herds, covens, because misery loves company. Oh yeah, we're so fucking miserable. We got to get together. We got to circle up. Let's circle up in a big old misery hate train. Da na 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 na. Misery hate train. That's what it is. Keep prayed up, keep your spiritual protection, and keep shining, right? The first person that's going to be a triggered demon by your light is the demon that doesn't fucking have any. Namaste.